I'm Ross Buchanan. I have my own wine consultancy called Buffwine. My current role, I suppose, was a natural progression from what I was doing previously. So my last job was with a hotel company, and I was working for them in developing the wine side of their business and their wine lists and the training side of things. So I think everything I've done to date in my career so far has been a natural progression. I couldn't start off doing what I'm doing now without having done what I've done before. I just wanted to find out why wine tasted like it did. I was most interested in where wine came from, to try and understand why a wine from here tastes completely different from a wine from here, and it's been a journey ever since. So I left university to go. I pestered Oddbins into giving me a job. It didn't take too long, but it was 3 or 4 weeks of pestering, and until they sort of finally gave in and gave me a job. And I stayed with them for 3 or 4 years because I knew they would fund me through the rest of my WSET. So I think I saw the WSET as a springboard. Initially I thought I would do, say, my level 2, 3 and 4, and then off I would go to do something with wine. But I didn't really expect the teaching to be such an integral part of what I do, because I think you as an individual can learn so much and you can know so much, but I think it's actually a very rewarding thing to be able to work with people and develop their enthusiasm. Because I think everybody with WSET has an initial enthusiasm, but I think you just need to let them learn and see how far they want to take it. Once you know somebody's done the diploma, you know they've been through the same as you. And I mean, it's challenging because blind tasting, for example, is a huge challenge because your mind can play tricks on you, and it happened to me, and I failed a couple of things gloriously, but I went back and I passed them. So I think once you know that somebody's been through it, that they push themselves, they push themselves to be professionals. Because I think once it gets to diploma, you're past your opinion. You're past what you like and what you don't like, because you have to know about things that you don't necessarily like that could be beneficial to somebody else. So I think once you get past your own opinion, that's important. I prefer honesty. I like people being honest. I don't think people have to love every single wine. I don't love every single wine. I just don't talk about what I don't like. But I think honesty is the best thing, and I think honesty and enthusiasm. So I believe enthusiasm sells wine more than knowledge sells wine. I think the biggest shift when it comes to customers and wine it's been a huge information shift, because I think 20 years ago sommeliers had a lot more power because they were the source of information. But these days in a restaurant, as we all know, people have these things in their pockets that the information has shifted to them now, and they can check things, and nobody likes to say I don't know. Nobody likes to ask advice too much. So some people are a bit more daring, but I think there's been a huge information shift in that sense. The traditional sommelier role is kind of broadened out and it should hopefully be more integrated into the restaurant service. So instead of having one person that's got this font of knowledge, lots of people should have enthusiasm for a start, but then that they can use when interacting with guests. I've been very lucky in some of the wines I've tasted over the years, but I think I've never really moved away from Red Bordeaux. I think that can just be phenomenal. I think it can be. I remember the first time I was lucky enough to try Chateau Margaux, I just went weak at the knees. I just thought it was absolutely spellbinding. It just had this charm to it. And I've had other wines since then. I've been, just as memorable. But for me, I think Red Bordeaux has got everything that I look for in wine. Balance.